He called himself Iron C. No one knew exactly what the C stood for anymore. Some said it meant concrete because he came up from streets that felt harder than stone. Others swore it meant cold because he never showed fear, never showed panic, never folded. The truth was simpler and older than either rumor. It stood for Calvin, the name his mother whispered when he was born in a cramped apartment above a laundromat that never closed. Calvin grew up in a neighborhood where the street lights hummed louder than the birds and the night smelled like rain on asphalt, cheap liquor and burnt rubber. The buildings leaned toward each other like tired men. Graffiti stacked over older graffiti like layers of forgotten conversations. His mother worked 2 jobs, cleaning offices at night and folding hospital laundry in the mornings. His father was a rumor more than a memory. The only things Calvin really inherited were his mother's stubborn resilience and the rhythm of the city itself. Even as a kid, Calvin noticed rhythm everywhere. The clatter of the train passing overhead, the thud of basketballs on crack courts, the staccato bursts of laughter outside corner stores, and the beat of rain against rusted fire escapes. By 13, he had started writing rhymes in a battered notebook. They weren't about money or fame, they were about survival, about the way the city could chew people up if they weren't careful. His first audience was a group of older kids who gathered behind a liquor store. They expected to laugh at him. Instead, when he finished, the alley went quiet. One of them nodded slowly. "Kid," he said, "you got steel in your words." The nickname Iron C stuck that night. Calvin's teenage years were a balancing act between 2 futures. On one side were the streets, quick money, quick respect, and a life that burned out fast. On the other side was music, which felt like trying to climb a skyscraper using only your fingernails. He watched friends disappear into one path or the other. Some ended up locked behind bars. Others ended up buried beneath concrete. Calvin stayed in the middle, surviving however he could. He worked construction during the day, hauling bricks and mixing cement. At night he recorded rough tracks in a makeshift studio set up in a friend's basement. Just a cheap microphone, a laptop that overheated constantly, and walls covered in egg cartons for soundproofing. That basement became his sanctuary. He wrote songs about everything people tried not to see: eviction notices, broken families, the quiet pride of people who kept going even when the world told them not to. His voice was rough but steady, like gravel rolling through a steel pipe. The chains he wore now had their own story. The first one wasn't bought. It was a gift from his mother after his first small performance at a neighborhood block party. She couldn't afford much, but she found a modest gold chain at a pawn shop. "You carry the weight of a lot," she told him, "might as well make it shine." Years later, when his music began spreading online, he added more chains, not just for style, but as a symbol. Every link represented a stage of his life: struggle, loyalty, loss, survival. And the heavy pendant shaped like IC was forged by a jeweler who grew up in the same neighborhood. Calvin insisted on something simple but solid. "Make it heavy," he said. "Why?" "So I remember where I came from." The night everything changed happened almost by accident. A video of Iron C performing in a dim underground club got uploaded to the internet by someone in the crowd. The lighting was terrible, the sound was distorted, but the emotion was undeniable. He rapped about his mother's sacrifices, about the sirens that sang lullabies through his childhood, about trying to carve meaning out of chaos. Within weeks, the video spread across forums, playlists, and music blogs. People didn't just hear the music, they felt it. Fame came slowly at first, and all at once record labels called, managers appeared. Suddenly the kid from the laundromat apartment was performing on stages lit by massive spotlights. But Iron C never changed the core of who he was. His shows still felt like street sermons. He performed in heavy jackets, even under blazing lights, chains gleaming against the darkness, voice cutting through the bass like a blade. And the crowds grew. People from every kind of background connected with his music, because beneath the gritty beats and raw delivery was something honest, a story about endurance. Despite the success, Iron C kept returning to his old neighborhood. Not for nostalgia, for responsibility. He funded music programs at the local community center, built a small recording studio for young artists, and paid for repairs to the basketball court where he used to write lyrics on the sidelines. When reporters asked why he kept coming back, he shrugged. "Roots matter," he said. "Trees fall over without them." Late at night, when the city quieted down and the lights blurred into golden halos, Iron C sometimes walked the same streets he had grown up on. The same cracked sidewalks, the same humming streetlights, only now people recognized him. Kids asked for photos, older residents gave quiet nods of respect, and sometimes he would pause under a street lamp, the glow catching the edges of his chains, remembering the boy with the notebook who once stood in the shadows dreaming of being heard. That boy had believed music could turn pain into power. Iron C proved he was right, because behind the tough stare The heavy gold chains and the gritty presence of a street-born rapper was a man who never forgot the simple truth that built his life. The hardest steel isn't forged in comfort, it's forged in fire.